Where is Future Saga Chapter 4? That is the question on every Xenoverse 2 player's mind right now, and here it is, perfection and natural selection. We're going to discuss it all. Of course, we got less than a month now remaining for the Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour event, and the one blazing question on everyone's mind is, where is Future Saga Chapter 4? We just passed the time frame for March for them to release any V-Jump scans pertaining to Xenoverse 2, and of course we got a resounding nothing. Absolutely nothing. No V-Jump scan tease anything, and it's concerning at this point because at this same time for Future Saga Chapter 3, we at least got the leaks for Broly. We at least got the scans for Broly revealing what he was going to be capable of in that particular pack. So with us being less than a month out for a major Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour event and to have nothing for Xenoverse 2, it sadly confirms a rumor that is, making the rounds with the Xenoverse 2 community that there is only going to be one DLC character in Future Saga Chapter 4. I repeat, only one new character for Future Saga Chapter 4. And therein lies the tragedy. A lot of people understand, and I'm pretty sure you do too, that Future Saga Chapter 4 cannot be one DLC character. There's one major recurring ailment or just like anger in this community is that we're not getting enough content with DLC packs, especially considering the time investment. We're waiting 6 months. At the time of this video, that's been the time lapse between Future Saga Chapter 3 up till now. And that's not even saying that we're gonna get the DLC pack next month, right? It could be an additional month, which could lead it to be 7 months. 7 months, 6 to 7 months, no DLC content, and you come limping in with one new DLC character. I don't care who it is. We all know who it might be. We already know what one DLC character is in the Future Saga Chapter 4. And if it is only one DLC character, it doesn't have the star power to excuse for us waiting 7 months, okay? No one's gonna pick up Ultra Super Villain Fu and that be the only DLC character and be like, oh, well, this is adequate DLC. No. One of the major criticisms for Xenoverse 2 as of late with all of its DLC packs is that recently they've gotten extremely lazy. One of the major things that left a bad taste in the Xenoverse 2 community's mouth was the fact that Future Saga Chapter 3 only had 2 new characters. 2 new characters. It was already getting kind of lame only getting 3 new characters. You know they could do 4 or 5. And considering all the content we don't have in Xenoverse 2, but you mean to tell me in Future Saga Chapter 3, we only got 2 new characters, right? I don't want to hear we got a new story mode, because let's be honest, nobody cares about the story mode, right? The new CGI cutscenes or whatever that you're doing, I think I speak for everyone in the Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 community in saying that we don't care. If that is the one thing that is keeping you from being consistent and giving me more DLC content, just cut your story mode, because I guarantee you that they're wasting a good 2 to 3 months trying to animate these CGI cutscenes, getting the voice actors in. It's like, nah, have them do their battle lines, their battle grunts, their attack call outs, and just give us the new character, okay? I don't need the story mode. It's cool that we have our own canon story mode, but if that is what's actually keeping this DLC on hold, cut it. Just because we want the character, we want the content. We forget about the story mode because we want to get to the end game content of getting online, playing with these characters, and enjoying them. And it just seems like with every new DLC pack for Xenoverse 2, we're getting less and less. Whether it's less new Super Souls, less new characters, which less new characters goes into getting less new Super Souls, and just overall less new content. So one new DLC character is about to be a tragedy. The Xenoverse 2 community has lost its patience, and appropriately so. We have been the most understanding games community, especially amongst the anime arena fighter community, when it comes to just waiting and being patient and just hoping that you get rewarded for being loyal to your game and supporting your game. and holding it down for your game. And this is how you get repaid, right? This is how you get repaid with one dinky new character. I don't even care if they go in and copy Darkness King Fu from Dragon Ball Heroes beat for beat and put him in the game. That is not gonna cover that 6 to 7 month wait period. I do not care. You at least, for all the time we've waited up till now, you better be coming in with no less than 4 new characters. I'm talking Berserker Kale, base form Kefla with a transformation gimmick like DBS Gogeta, of course Darkness King Fu, and of course some from Dragon Ball Daima, Dr. Ritsu, Doma, Mini SS4 Goku. Any of those characters would really do, right? Because you want to have more representation in the overall DLC pack. But coming in with only Darkness King Fu or Ultra Super Villain Fu, no. Like we are going to, it is going to be a disturbance, to say the least, in the Xenoverse 2 and Dragon Ball games community, because a lot of people have their eyeballs on this DLC pack, right? It's probably one of the major things that people are worried about, because the Sparking Zero, people are kind of already tuned out of that. They don't care. They had a new season that recently came out. Nobody cares. They don't really care about the DLC characters, because the impression is that it's cut content, withheld content. And again, over here, all the DLC is like, we're asking you for characters, and it feels like you're withholding content for a cheap addition to Xenoverse 3. Like, it could have easily been over here. Like, how about you drop, I don't know, Transform Bojack and Zonga? Well, no, we can't do that. Why? Oh, you want to withhold them for Xenoverse 3? That's not gonna cut it. It's just like, they need some new business practices, because at this point, it's causing them to have a bad reputation with their community. And we don't want them to have a bad reputation with the community. We want everyone to be happy and hold hands and sing Kumbaya. That would be the best case scenario, because again, when your customers are happy, you become happy, because we drop dollars and we support your company and we want more DLC, so we give you more money. It's a simple business relationship, supply and demand. We're demanding more characters, you have to churn them out, and at least make them in a decent enough quality that it satiates our appetite for Dragon Ball games content. Doesn't that sound good for everyone else? Just give us our content. That's all we want. So Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour is going to be really disappointing. It just looks like they're going to hit us with an in and out. There's come in, do a cheap little, big trailer. There's a lot going on. Oh wow, the time nest is under attack. Kantan City is under attack for the millionth time, right? And then all of a sudden they show you Darkness King Fu or Ultra Super Villain King Fu, whatever they want to call him. And then it's gonna be like the Time Patrol versus him, and they cut out, it's like, hold up, that was it? I just imagine, like, they try to play that trailer, they try to play it off like it's cool, and then I can imagine the comment section watching and be like, hold up, this is it? This is all you're giving us after 6 to 7 months, potentially 8 of waiting? Again, this is what happens when you don't plan your content right, because I know you cannot convince me that nobody up there worth their salt looked at this situation and said, yeah, it's definitely a good idea to only give them one character and to not advertise anything in the P-Jump scans, to not really hype up the community in any significant way, right? Like, just to have us all waiting, not even in suspense anymore, but in the worst possible thing, to be in resentment. Like, you've not talked to us at all, you've not given us any leaks, nothing to go off of, not anything to really get us hyped to know what's coming next. If you come in Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour 2026 with one new character, your community is going to turn on you. I will actually predict that right now. Your community is going to turn on you. That comment section is going to turn just vicious. You're probably going to pretend like you don't see it, like you always do. And I don't think you're going to make the cut with this one. One DLC character, it was probably going to be the least purchased DLC of all time. I don't even think people are going to waste time dropping a video, because once they see the gameplay for Ultra Super Villain Fu, they're not going to care. And that just is what you would call trifling. This would be the trifling DLC pack. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Hit that subscribe button, enable all notifications, hit it with a like. Flawless Federation, we out.